The roof? Good afternoon, Mayor Croix. Good to see you today, sir. At ease, gentlemen. From these windows, you will be able to command a full view of the conference as it progresses. That's a little weird. To be able to look in on the conference. There are curtains to make things private should a confidential meeting take place, but they'll be open on this occasion. Good to know. Okay. At least there are curtains. This way, we can get a quick glance at how the conference is going while we're on patrol. That's right. And if anything were to happen, we could rush in as soon as we saw it. We should make this a routine stop on our route then. With that, you've now seen all 3 floors that will be part of your security rounds. However, if you would allow me, there is one more place I've been saving for last. You mean this wasn't it? So, are we going? Where are we going? Isn't it obvious? The spot with the best view of all. It is the roof. Whoa. Look at that. It's breathtaking. I do not feel like that railing is high enough for a building this tall. It's like the height of our knees. Wow. Words don't do it justice. Not in the least. The rest of the city looks like a miniature model from this far up. Dang. Makes me wish this whole get-together was after dark. I bet the view at night's insane. This little area will eventually become an observation deck for the public. It would be a terrible waste, after all, to restrict something so marvelous to government officials only. I'm sure people will love it. I can't wait for us to take Kia up here too. Oh, pardon me. Croix here? Is that so? Understood. I'll be there right away. I've just received word that the dignitaries have arrived at the tower. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll have to take my leave here. Not at all. Thank you for showing us around. We appreciated it. Boy, did we. That was something else. It was the tour of a lifetime. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you as well for giving me the change of pace I needed. I'll be seeing you all. Good luck with your security duties, and remember, give it everything you've got. We won't let you down. It's the least I could do to pay you back for that letter of recommendation. Ideas be with you. I'll be praying for your success at the conference. As will I. This conference is so gonna crash and burn. Alright, let's make our way back to Dudley. He should be in the security command room on the 34th floor by now. Now the real work begins. Here's hoping this goes smoothly. Yeah, fingers crossed. The same day, 1 p.m. Grandpa, let us hereby call to order the main session of the West Samuria Trade Conference. Arios is there. I, Henry McDowell, shall have the honor of officiating the proceedings. The conference is scheduled to run for approximately 5 hours, during which there will be one intermission period. However, depending on how deliberations are progressing, a limited extension may be granted. I would now like to introduce you to 2 observers that will be joining us for the conference. Oh, this is where Grimwood was. Lawyer Ian Grimwood. He is a legal expert who is active not only in Crossbell but our surrounding nations as well. I requested that he attend today's conference due to his familiarity with both common and international law. It's a pleasure to be here, everyone. I'm Ian Grimwood at your service. Ah, so this must be Crossbell's famous Grizzly Grim. Yes, I've heard of you as well. They say you're primarily concerned with issues regarding civil rights. It's an honor to meet you. It is still so weird to me that Albert is the only one who doesn't have a character portrait. You flatter me. I hope my expertise proves useful to everyone today. Next, Bracer Arios McLean. You may recognize the name from his many outstanding achievements in our neighboring countries. I requested that he, too, attend as a neutral observer on behalf of the Bracer Guild to further ensure our safety here today. That is correct. I'm Arios McLean. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. So this is the Divine Blade of Wind. The speaker assumes right. Your reputation greatly precedes you, even over in the Republic. Tales of your deeds reach the Imperial capital as well. People often speak of Crossbell's Divine Blade, a band swathed in wind-born night. You don't know what Ario said in Japanese. I was not paying attention to even have a guess. I'm honored. Without further ado, we will begin by going over each proposal on today's docket. Mayor Dieter Croix will be our first proponent. The floor is yours, Mayor Croix. Thank you. This is going to be another, 2-hour cutscene, isn't it? Now, if you would all direct your attention to bill number 1 in your provided materials. It's begun. Yeah. We already knew that Arios would be here, but I had no idea Mr. Grimwood was going to play a role too. It would seem his moniker of Grizzly Grim is well known outside of Crossbell as well. Keep in mind, conferences such as these are meant for establishing accords and agreements between governing bodies. As such, it's necessary to have someone on hand with expertise in international and common law. I see. And who would make a better advisor for that than Grizzly Grim himself? It's nice that we can see the start of the conference and all, but this stuff is way over my head. It's not as though it's our place to be concerned with the actual discussions during the conference. Focus on what matters most, making sure today passes without incident. Understood. Should we begin as planned? Yes, I've tasked you with patrolling the 34th, 35th, and 36th stories. He definitely should have said floors, because stories doesn't equal floors as far as buildings go, I don't think. Something could have more stories than floors, because what if one of the floors is larger than others? Everyone on these floors should know who you are and why you're here. I'd advise you to take time to speak with members of the media and the staff of the dignitaries. Roger that. Good. I'll be heading back to the 34th floor now. May Ideos protect you. Call me if anything happens. Oh my god, do I actually get to move around now? Dudley is usually pretty steely, but even he's on edge today. I noticed too. It's hard to imagine today ending peacefully after what we've experienced last night. I agree. We're going to need to be hyper vigilant on these patrols. No kidding. What do you say, leader? Ready to get this show on the road? I am. Let's follow Dudley's advice and speak with all the other parties present. I want to start with the roof. Is it this way? No, that's down. I don't want to go down. Hello. This is the room reserved for Prince Albert of Remetheria. From what I understand, the Grand Prince has an extensive knowledge of music. Words. As it happens, I'm currently preparing Speaker McDowell's private record collection for him to enjoy. Okay. Hi. I'm dusting up a storm today. There's not a speck out of place on this potted plant now that I'm done with it. Time to double check for any spots I missed. On the plant? Weirdo. Oh, you're those police officers they have on patrol, aren't you? That's us. Sorry if we're interrupting. Birdie! I didn't even see the birdie! And you're Princess Claudia's little friend, Sieg, was it? Ah, this must be the Gear Falcon Kia told me about. What's the little guy saying? Could you translate for us, Tio? He said, hello again, SSS, and nice to meet you, Tio. So he remembers us after all. Clever bird. I always remember the faces of Princess Claudia's friends. Well, I'm honored to hear you say that, Sieg. What a cute little birdie. I want a birdie. Are you familiar with Mr. Sieg? Isn't he just the cutest, smartest little bird you've ever seen? Yes. Yes, he is. I'm holding out hope. I mean, it's non-existent hope, but holding out hope nonetheless that in the Nintendo Direct tomorrow, maybe they'll say they're modernizing or bringing Sky to a more modern console. That'd be fantastic. I don't want to play it on my computer or my Steam Deck. I don't mean to make a fuss, but are these refreshments truly suitable for the president? I understand your concern, but the kitchen staff did their very best with them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Besides, they're patriotic in a way, don't you think? I suppose so, but surely there were better alternatives. Is there some kind of issue with the snacks they prepared? Those sweet buns have Mishy's face on them. I would recognize them anywhere. They're Mishy buns. I fail to see the problem here. Any other food stuff would be objectively inferior. Calm down, Tio. If nothing else, they'll give the president something to remember Crossbell by. Every one of these sweet buns has Mishy's face stenciled on them. I can't help but think them a rather tacky choice to serve at so formal an event. Oh, great. Now that you've brought up the issue, I can't stop worrying about it. But it's too late now. We don't have any time to prepare something else. Who doesn't like Mishy buns? Can't wait to bring Tio to Michelin. That's going to be like the best thing ever. Dignitaries have personal rooms on this floor. The first on the right is for the mayor and the speaker. That is Prince Olivert's, and then Chancellor Osborne. They're unoccupied at present, save for the cleaning staff, so feel free to enter if you'd like. The mayor and speaker will be sharing this room during their intermission. They have their work cut out for them representing Crossbell today, so I'm gonna make this place as spick and span as I can. You've got this, Mr. Mayor. You can do it, Speaker McDowell. You're not working, you're just looking out a window. This spot gives you an amazing view of Crossbell. Every time I try to clean the windows, I end up getting distracted, gazing out at the city instead. Never mind, she is cleaning. I spoke too soon. I heard Prince Olivert is especially fond of red roses, so I took the liberty of fetching some to decorate his room with. I hope he enjoys them. This room will be set aside for Prince Olivert during today's intermission. His Highness is quite renowned among the Imperial upper crust for his refined tastes and unique pursuits. They're unique, all right. Knowing that makes me want to put all of my energy into preparing this room to his liking. It's my boy. Why are you up here and not downstairs in one of those rooms? Man, get a load of that view. Ain't it something, SSS? Lecter? What are you doing here? Come on, you guys. I'm part of His Excellency the Chancellor's staff. Nothing unusual about me kicking back in here. It's so weird seeing him in formal clothes. I don't like it. It's been a few weeks, guys and gals. We really got to stop meeting like this. Even today of all days, you look like you don't have a care in the world. What he looks like is someone with something to hide. Hey, don't be like that, little lady. Only thing I'm hiding under all this charm is additional surplus charm. So, those glares on your faces tell me you guys have a boatload of questions you want to ask. That's right. We've learned a thing or two in the past 24 hours, specifically about the Imperial government's actions, or lack thereof, regarding the trade conference. All right then. I'm not exactly sure what you've heard. So let me shoot you a question of my own. Did you know that I'm working with the noble faction to take Goliath Osborne's life? What? Oh? Consider the source, everyone. Don't listen to a word he says. Actually, the last time he said something completely outlandish, it was the truth. So he could be telling the truth. He's just that kind of weirdo. I ain't falling for this one again, pal. Fool us once, shame on you. Dang, don't ruin a guy's fun like that. I mean, other than trying to kill us, he didn't want to kill us, but I'm pretty sure everything else he said was the truth. 2 out of 6 ain't bad, but I was hoping to string half of you along at least. I suppose we can just chalk that one up as a crude attempt at humor then. Listen, Lecter, because I need to make something clear. I don't care what your position or goal is. From where I'm standing, you're the type of person who knows how to take responsibility and get the job done. Owing to that, the most logical thing to do would be to cooperate with us, at least as far as security is concerned. Am I wrong? So that's your play. I was only fooling around about that turncoat business just now, but you can't tell me it's totally impossible to picture, right? You've got to keep your eyes peeled at all times, stay vigilant, and see the signs. That's the key to a good writer finding inspiration, you know? I don't know any aspiring authors in this room, last time I checked. I've seen broken rifles shoot straighter than this guy. Sorry, but that's all the advice I can give you at the moment. You should keep an open mind about how things might play out. Expect the unexpected and all that jazz. That's real helpful. Thanks. Even now, I can't get a read on what he's thinking. I feel like I understand him even less than I did before. Hey, I can see our Morrigan village off in the distance. Man, Just look at all those bees go, carrying honey and buzzing all over the place. Get real. There's no way you can see that far. You don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe he's been practicing with Randy's uncle. I love Lecter. He's so great. Can I go up to the roof? I can't. Well, now I want to take the staircase in case there's something on the staircase. This was not the direction of the staircase. This was. Hello, Kilika.